Yes, sir.
Everybody, this is Victor. I'm here with my student Tony. We're going to be talking about how he and his partner Cooper. This is part 2 of the case study. We did one before where they're doing one flip at a time. Now in 2022, they purchased 12 and they sold 9, making $300,000 plus in net profit, which is amazing. So I want to share that, and then want to share how they joined the funding program. We just funded a deal of theirs a week or 2 ago, and we're going to keep funding their deals just so they can focus on getting deals and growing their real estate company. So happy to share his update in his journey. But how are you doing?
Man, we're doing good. Doing good, man. Great.
That looks like it got cut off.
With everything that's going on, interest rates changing and all that stuff, things are kind of slowed down a little bit, but we're still pressing forward. Just bought a deal, got into the funding program, and allowed us to buy another deal. So we're still rocking.
I'm excited for you guys for sure. So what tell me about like last year, like, because I think we last spoke in terms of like the case study. I think it was like 2021 or something like that. So you guys like grew for 2022 and you did more. Like, can you tell me like how that was and like how it was to grow that quickly and what it felt like, and just just love to hear about that your story there.
Yeah, man. Right there at the end of 2021, man, things ended up being great. Of course, we got into the program. We was blessed to we've met a few people through like church and some other things where through that we found our private money lender through that. We found some good realtors that end up helping us find some deals. One of those realtors' husband was had a foundation company.
Oh wow!
Which we end up buying a few deals from him. He ended up going out looking at a few houses to give them bids, and it ended up being, the project ended up being more than what the owners wanted to take on. We end up. He said, hey, he called me and was like, hey man, I just looked at a house that, you may be interested in. So we ended up buying a few houses,
That's
that
crazy.
he was. Of course, we allowed him to do the work on it since he got it. So, I mean, man, 2021 was end of 2021 was big from us from a relationship standpoint. And it allowed us to, really have a great year.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay. No, that's surprising. So you built a good relationship, built a good network, got deals coming along. And then, okay, so for 2023, because we have you in the funding program, which is basically like we'll fund the deal 100% and then we'll split the profit 50-50 or something similar, just so you can focus on getting the deal. So I'd love to talk about this last deal that you guys closed on like the 2 weeks ago, like what that deal looks like, how you found it, all that good stuff. So what is the story on that deal? If you're comfortable like sharing numbers, like what you want to buy it at, what you want to repair it at, what you want to sell it at, and that'd be great.
Man, so the numbers on that deal was it actually comes from a wholesaler. It was a guy that he hit me with a deal. He asked me about a deal. He saw me on Facebook in the area. He saw me from doing the Bot Fox method.
Yep.
And he had called me and asked me about a deal, and I end up helping him with some numbers on it. So it wasn't a thing for us. We wasn't able to buy that deal, but he ended up getting another one. Okay. So since I helped him with that one, he reached out to me first. So I mean, it was a good deal, something we wanted to take advantage of. But we had recently bought, I think at the time we had 5 houses at that time with our private money lender.
Right.
So the market kind of slowed down on us. We had 3 houses on the market, so we was trying to, before we could buy something else with our private money lender, we was kind of waiting until we got some things sold to kind of re-up that money. So, but we come across this deal, which that's what made me, want to hit you up and get in the funding program. We had a hard money lender that'll lend on the deal, but like I said, we had 5 other houses going, so we was kind of, needing to keep our money going
Yeah.
and keep those rolling. So the funding program actually was right on time. It allowed us to get the money for the down payment with the hard money lender. Um, get the house closed,
Right.
get the project going.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. So tell me about the project. It's like, is it cosmetic? Is it like a full renovation? Or yeah, can you tell me a little bit about like what you guys are planning to do with the place?
so we kind of just finalized that. It was a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Um, so we had a few ideas going. We just finalized a plan to actually add another bedroom and bathroom within the existing space.
Yeah.
So we don't have to add on to it. So we found a way to, add an extra bedroom and bath. So that always great for value. And we're doing it without having to add any additional square footage. So
That's great.
we're able to kind of keep the cost down a little bit on that. So
Okay.
that's kind of the plan. Um, I wouldn't say cosmetic with us doing that, but the parts of the house that we're not really having to touch is more of just a basic cosmetic. We're gonna keep that part kind of original, just do some updates as far as update
Right.
update some flooring. We're gonna paint the cabinets. Cabinets were in pretty good shape.
Hmm.
We're gonna add countertops, do some new countertops of that nature.
I like it. That's awesome. So yeah,
So
okay. So other than the like I guess conversion, I don't know what the word is, like turning space into bedrooms and bathrooms, like it's pretty straightforward. So what are the numbers on that one, if you don't mind sharing? Like what did you buy it for? What are you going to put into it? What are you going to sell it for?
so right now we bought it for 67.
Okay.
Bought it for 67,000. We got a budget of 50, which we just got our final labor bid of 23,000. So we're hoping to be kind of under that $50,000 budget.
Okay. Cool.
Uh, but we bought it for 67. We set a $50,000 budget. With adding that extra bedroom and bath, we think we can list right under 200,000, 199.
Wow. That's great. So buy at
So
67, put in 50, sell for 200 basically. That's crazy. That's a good spread. That's a really good spread.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
glad you
we
guys
could
were able to
probably
do that deal.
we're
Yeah.
hoping to get a little more. Yeah, yeah. The market shows us to be able to get a little more than that, but just with the interest rates and things and how the market's kind of slowed down a little bit, we want to go kind of pretty conservative on it and see
Mhm.
what we get.
Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about that because, like, for in the year or two ago, like it was a really hot market. You throw anything on the market and it's reasonably priced, it goes like crazy. So, what have you seen this year? And I mean, it sounds like you're still flipping, right? As am I. So
Right.
it's not like the changes in the market have turned you off and you had to, stop flipping. So tell me like how you guys have maybe handled that, how you are like still moving forward, even though things are kind of choppy in 2023.
Well, man, we definitely had to roll with some punches. We had some bad timing on some stuff. Like I said, 2022 we rolled, was able to make some good money. So we right at the end we decided to buy uh kind of two, well, really three more high end type flips. Where the price point was kind of above the medium price point for our area, some a little bit
Yeah.
more high end. So by the time we got done with that high end of those high end homes, the market kind of shifted on us with the
Right.
interest rates jacking up. That price point kind of got, the buyers for that price point really, really got bare. So those houses, we have one still sitting on the market, but those houses, sat on the market a lot longer
Mm,
than we
yep.
expected. So, which that's the reason what slowed us down from buying more homes. So what we had to basically do is change our strategy, is kind of make, instead of doing that, we trying to do higher end homes at the wrong time. So
Mm,
we brought our ARV down to more of a, the minimum, you know, buying price here for our area, which is right around that 250 mark. Anything below 250 is still, people are still buying at that point in our area. The house we had was, one we just sold for 330. The other one, we had it listed for like 315. We just dropped it down below three,
okay.
um, to try to attract some more buyers there. So we just kind of changed our strategy. We went to a ARV more closer to the medium price, buying price here in our area.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen the same thing. We've done the same thing. Like we had a couple that were higher end, and those got hit the hardest when it started to shift. But then you go for more like starter homes, affordable housing. You have a lot more, bigger buyer pools and like a lot more people to work with and a lot more buyers. So that's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, glad you guys are still in the game. And yeah, maybe you shift the strategy or slow down a little bit, but you're still in it. And still
Right.
making multiple six figures. That's huge, especially this deal. Like shit, that's gonna be a good one for you guys. That's like what,
Yeah.
60K, 70K, whatever. That's a big deal. Yeah, awesome.
Yep. So
Okay,
we
cool.
also got into some rentals. We actually closed on our refinance on 2 rentals tomorrow.
That's awesome.
So
Congrats. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you guys for the
with
rentals, are you
us
doing
having,
like buy a rental, buy a flip, rental, flip rental, or what are you guys doing? Is it just as it pops
well,
up?
yeah, we're kind of figuring that strategy out. It's more from a tax standpoint. We had a really great year last year,
Yeah.
and then we found out taxes. We didn't really have any assets or hold anything. So with these 2 that we're renting out, they're kind of in rental neighborhoods,
Hmm.
lower income neighborhoods. So we're gonna kind of keep those 2 as rentals and see how they go,
Okay.
see how we do. So haven't really got a strategy for how many we're gonna keep or how many we're gonna try to do yet. So we're gonna test it out with these 2 from a rental standpoint. So we got these 2
Yeah.
as rentals, and we have 2 more flips that are in the process of being done. So
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are keeping busy. Yeah, I like the way you're looking at it too for the rentals. Like keep it open. You never know. Like if it goes well, you can double down and do more. If it doesn't do it like you guys want to, then you can either sell them or do something else. Or yeah,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, we got a pretty good. We was able to get a pretty good spread on them. We did. On one of them, we was able to do the BRRRR method.
Yeah.
And actually pull out some money and get some of our money back.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Um, so that was good. The other one, we kind of had a appraisal issue, which I mentioned to you on
I remember
Voxer.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bigger house, extra bathroom, bigger lot, right down the street from our other rental. The smaller one, 3-bed, 1-bath, appraised for 180. The bigger 3-bed, 2-bath, only appraised for 165. Literally
Yeah.
same neighborhood. So it was one of those things, but we were still able to refinance it without having to put any money in. We got all our money back out of it.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
so
So
yeah.
did you try to contest the appraisal on that second one? And you try to, or you guys are just going to move forward?
Well, we did try to contest it. We sent in our comps. We sent in the fact that we just the day before got a appraisal done on a house that was much smaller and less bathrooms, and it was 15K more in appraisal value. He came back with us. I mean, he kind of gave us a lame excuse talking about the cabinets was just painted, they wasn't new, which that wasn't true. I sent in the receipts
Oh, okay. So it
showing
was new. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh my
I sent in
God.
the receipts letting them know that everything in the house was brand new plumbing, brand new electrical, brand new roof, kind of letting them know, everything was brand new in the
Yeah.
house. And he come back and he was like, we're going to stick
Yeah.
with our value. So,
Yeah. I've tried to contest an appraisal like 4 or 5 times. Every time it's the same, same experience as you had. Like they come back with something lame. And it's just a lame excuse, like, oh no, we're just gonna stick to the value. So I've never convinced them because they said in their mind that they're right at that price. So you're basically telling them they're wrong. So,
yeah,
they're not going to change their mind. So, but it was worth a shot. And if it's still good numbers, it's still good numbers. So that's awesome.
right.
Yeah, what advice would you give to folks who are just starting out or who want to get into this? Because you're pretty seasoned. You guys are doing multiple deals. Like, what advice would you give to folks starting out?
Man, to be honest with you, that little saying, your network is your net worth.
Yeah,
Um, having a mentor like you, just somebody we could, on Voxer, reach out and say, hey, Victor, man, I got this little situation. Have you ever ran into it? Have you ever, me and you talk on Voxer all the time with different
yeah,
little situations. So, man, having a mentor, surrounding yourself around people that's either like-minded or trying to do the things that you're trying to do, man, is huge. Because one relationship leads to another relationship that leads to probably your deal, you
yeah,
know. So that's what I would say is, for one, get in a mentorship, get a coach. Two, you know, find a network of people, like-minded individuals that's doing the same thing you're doing, or if they're not flipping houses, if they're running a business, I mean, they're still doing what you're doing, because that's what flipping is. You're running a
mhm,
business. So
exactly.
they could, business is business. Certain things are different, but they can help you with your systems. They can help you managing and hiring people. There's a ways that they can help you in your business. So
Yeah, I think that's good. Like you don't have to do it on your own. You can get help from people, and they're going to help you level up. And I think with you guys, like you guys grew really quick. Went from I think the year I met you guys, maybe like 3, and then like you said, 12, and we'll see what this year brings. Like you guys were growing fast and doing really well. And then it was Cooper who went full time, right? And you're still working, and right, yeah, that's
right,
huge too.
right, right. Yep. So
Awesome.
Cooper got out of coaching, went full time, which was great because we had so many things going. At the time, he was able to do a lot of the ripping and running, getting stuff, so it ended up working out very well for one of us to be full time and being available.
Yeah, that makes a big difference for sure. If you got to like go see a property or go talk to a contractor or whatever. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, appreciate you hopping on, like sharing the rest of your story, sharing the update. It's cool to see like a snapshot in time, like we did one 2 years ago and you guys were doing good. Now you're doing even better. And then, like you guys are really growing and it's really cool to see that progression over time. So as we wrap up here, anything else you want to share? Any advice, anything that you feel like would be valuable?
Man, y'all, if you're watching this, man, reach out to the group, reach out to Victor, reach out to people that you've created a connection with, and man, just keep pushing. Find a way to do something each day. Do something. Find a way to just push the needle a little bit, whether that just be, I read a book today. Just find a way to learn, educate yourself, invest in your company, and take one step forward every day.
Cool. I like it. Yeah, that's a good place to end it, I think. Well, appreciate it. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Thanks for sharing. And best of luck with this flip. And yeah, excited to see how it turns out. And I hope you guys sell it for more than 200. Hope it's like
Yes, sir.
220, 230. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Victor.
Awesome. Appreciate it.